So this is the second part of the video about my menopause journey, and after this video there will be a third part. The symptoms that affect me the most were the extreme fatigue, very tired all the time, it was awful, the lack of concentration and the mental fog. For me, the mental fog was very scary because I never had that before. It was the first time I had this kind of mental fog. I couldn't think, I couldn't hear myself even some days, and I didn't know what was happening to me. And I also would have some body aches that would appear from nowhere. Like in the morning I would wake up and my body would ache everywhere, and there was no explanation. So I did blood tests, and everything came okay. Everything was perfect. It's not even good, it was perfect, and it couldn't be explained why I was with so much pain. And then it'd go away, and for weeks everything would be okay, and then I would have a week I was with body pains again. So, but the mental fog, it was scary because I couldn't work. I stopped working some months ago because I was not able to think anymore. I needed a break. I still work 2022, not much, because I couldn't think. It was very hard for me to work. My work is mental. And now I'm getting better, and my body is also recovering some energy, but I'm not yet the person that I used to be. I'll be a better version. So yeah. Funny enough, in April, May last year, so 2022, I went to my gynecologist, and I spoke about not having my period already for 6 months, and because I was already post-menopause, I just didn't know. And he actually did an ultrasound at the time, see if everything was okay with my uterus and my ovaries, and everything was fine. And he said, yeah, this is fine. And I said, yeah, but can it be my menopause? He said, oh no, you are too young. You can do blood tests, but you are too young for menopause. Everything is still very normal. And I didn't do the blood tests. And actually, I learned quite recently that if you are not post-menopause, the blood test to your hormones, one day can be very good, the other day can be very low. It's a lot of fluctuation. But yeah. But I already had a lot of symptoms that I didn't realize that was menopause. And I think that the mental fog and the fatigue could have been helped if I was taking something like I did a couple of months ago. And I will explain about it later in the video. So 2 months ago, I changed gynecologists 3 months ago already. And because I need to do my annual exam, the PAP and everything. And I told her about the mental fog and that I've been feeling and everything. And at the time, I put again the question if it could be the menopause, because I was already without my period for more than a year and a half. And I did some blood tests, and it confirmed that in all the hormones I was post-menopause. And at the time, what happened is that she gave me two alternatives. That was the hormone therapy and phytotherapy. And I did some phytotherapy, but for 3 weeks, because I started having a rash, itching everywhere in my body. And it was at the same time I started the medication, so I stopped it. And the medication one, it was for the hot flushes and the night sweat. It doesn't really make me a difference because it's not something that really disturbs me. The other one, it was for the fatigue, and it was based on magnesium, iron, and something else I cannot remember. And it helped me with the fatigue. Since I stopped it already for a month ago, maybe a little bit more, I'm a little bit more tired again. But since I've been resting quite a lot, and now I don't feel guilty that I have to rest, because I was feeling guilty before that I was always tired. Things are improving. And it's nice when the reality is that when things improve, you're more in peace with what is happening, and you hold the things better, even what is not so good. It's easier to deal with. Regarding the depression and the mood swings with the menopause, in my case, it's very difficult to evaluate because in the beginning of 2021, actually in the beginning of 2020, my God, it was the COVID lockdown, and me and the rest of the world were in lockdown for a long time. And because of the lockdown, I got really in a depression, and that was a year and a half before my menopause. So I think you cannot really say how much of my depression was because of the lockdown. I was working from home, I was isolated, and how much it was because of the menopause. Then in 2021, when the lockdown ended, I keep on being depressed, and it only start getting better this spring in 2023. In 2022, it was complicated because I had many difficult situations that I had to solve, and which were solved, thank God. But I have so much emotional turbulence in my life that I don't know. I don't know what was depression, what was menopause, what was because of what was happening to me. I also changed job, changed country. I can live again to my home country. So I really don't know what had the greatest impact. So what also happened to me since 2021, it was that a year ago I changed my diet. I became a vegetarian, so I don't eat meat, fish, I don't drink milk, I don't eat yogurt, sometimes I eat butter and cheese, but not often, and I eat eggs. But even, for instance, I don't really eat potatoes. There are many food that I don't eat for sure, and I don't do it on purpose. I just don't feel the need of eating it. I look at the food and I just don't want to eat it. And the reality is that what I really like to eat is everything raw. So I eat a lot of salads because it's the salads that really satisfies me. I like the things raw. I don't really drink tea. I was almost a year without drinking coffee. Now I drink coffee like once a week, and I used to drink 3 coffees a day. So for me, it's a very big change. For almost a year, I also didn't eat chocolate. I used to eat a chocolate bar every day in winter. It was how I spent my winters. I was almost a year without eating chocolate in bar. Nowadays, I start eating again chocolate. Usually, is in the middle of sweets. Little piece of chocolate, I still don't really eat chocolate bar. I ate yesterday a little cube. But I also don't eat sugar much. If it is in a cake, yes, I eat it. But for instance, for the herbal tea that I take, I drink a lot of ginger tea. I use honey, so I substituted with honey. But it was not really planned. It was just I stopped wanting to eat some food. I eat also a lot of nuts and seeds, really a lot, and fruit. I love fruit, and I eat around 5 different pieces of fruit per day. My blood tests are amazing. Are really very, very good. The only thing that I have is cholesterol, and it's like I cannot cut any more fat because the only thing that I eat from animal is eggs and some cheese, and like once a week that I would eat cheese. I eat soya also, soya yogurt in the morning, and soy is also good for the estrogen part. But that is my food. The things that since the beginning of 2021, I lost basically 12 kilos. So usually women get fatter with menopause, but I lost 12 kilos. 7 kilos it was since last May. So there again, menopause affects us in different ways, for sure. Also, what happened since I changed my diet, so a year ago, my body started rejecting my medication. I still take some, but much lower dosage, because I would feel like I was overdosed. And I know that because sometimes I would forget and take medication twice, and of course I would feel the side effects of it. So for many years, sometimes it would happen, and suddenly I start feeling it. And did I take medication twice? And I'd keep my medication little box with the days of the week, and I would go. It's like, no, I took it, and the next day it happened the same. And then I start reducing it. So my body physically reacts quite a lot. So this is the end of the second part of the video about my menopause journey, and there'll be the third part in the next one.